Shabbat shalom, everyone. So, a couple of things. First of all, I know it's not Hanukkah yet, but I'm wearing this tie. I'll talk more about it later. Just know that the rabbi knows that we're not at Hanukkah quite yet. Just so we're all, you know that I know. Okay. Secondly, can I invite our president, Joy Schultz, to come up and give us the announcements, and then we'll go from there.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom. I think that everybody had a great time tonight, and if you weren't able to attend the party inside, the kids had a good time making bracelets and cards for Israel, and so and it was a great dinner too. My name is Joy Schultz, and I'm the president of the synagogue, and I thank Rabbi and Lori. And on behalf of Bethel Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you to our worship service. If you're new to our congregation, which I think everybody looks familiar, but if you're new, make sure after services that you introduce yourself to Rabbi Dime or our cantorial soloist or myself, Lori Simmons. It's a delight to spend Shabbat with you. Please be respectful of others and silence your cell phones. We have some special events coming up in addition to our weekly programs. Tomorrow, October 28th, you are all invited to Kiddush Luncheon immediately after our service, Shabbat services, sponsored by Gail Greenfield in memory of her beloved husband, Stanley. And a Torah study will start at noon. Thursday, November 2nd, Brotherhood is hosting the Bethel Brotherhood Kickoff Barbecue. More information is in our newsletter, our blast that comes out on Tuesday. The following Thursday, you can join Sisterhood for Rosh Chodesh. And Saturday, November 11th, Avery and Braden Slucker will be called to the Torahs. Please join us for the B'nai Mitzvah. More detailed information, as I said, is in the blast that comes out on Tuesday, and there's some information in our pamphlets that you may have picked up. Thank you, everybody, and have a Shabbat Shalom. That's okay.
So, as is obvious to all of us, especially those who were here earlier this evening, it is a family service, family dinner now followed by family service. There are a lot of kids here, which is very exciting for me because, I mean, A, it's wonderful to have kids here, but B, the kids all have a job, okay? You're not getting out of this free of work here, kids. You got to help me lead the service because we've been working on this at Sunday school. It's going to be amazing. You all are in for a treat because these kids are fantastic, and they're going to help me lead the service. We're going to try something a little bit new with using the dome tonight. So for our opening song, Bim Bam, I would like all the students to gather under the dome in the middle and help cantorial soloists lead us in Bim Bam. So any student who feels comfortable, hop up and sort of clump around. Don't step on each other, but clump around under the dome and help lead us in Bim Bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat shalom, hey. Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
One more time. Shabbat.
Shalom, hey. Shabbat, Shalom, hey. Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
Bim bam. Bim bam.
Bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam.
That was so great.
Thank you all so much for helping us lead. Okay, take your seats. We're going to bring you back up pretty soon, though, so don't get too comfortable. All right. And now, to help us light the candles and to say the Kiddush, to lead us with the singing of the Kiddush, I'd like to invite up all of the teachers and madrichim, anybody who's here that is involved in teaching our students, which everyone here is doing amazing work. So please feel comfortable coming on up. And only the adults get to drink some of the wine. Sorry, Ethan. But everybody else who's coming up that's older than 21 gets to have some of the wine if you'd like for the Kiddush. The Kiddush... maybe another time. So we're on page 120, 120 for the candles, and then 123 for the Kiddush. Page 120. Wherever you want, wherever you want.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. And now the Kiddush is on page 123. 123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodecha ve'ava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. Shabbat shalom. Thank you, everybody.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you for teaching.
Thank you again very much to our teachers and madrichim and our education director for coming up and helping us light the candles and doing the Kiddush. We now turn to page 146, 146, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Oh, I am corrected. Maya Hayom, page 128, 128. Thank you, Cantorial Soloist Laurie Simmons. We don't have to stand up just yet. Sorry, that was my bad. Just kidding. So page 128, 128 for Maya Hayom.
Maya Hayom.
Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom.
And now we turn to page 146, 146 for the Baruch Hu. And I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Cantorial soloist Laurie Simmons is going to lead us in the introductory Yai Lai 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 Lais, and then I'll do the call part, and then we'll all join back together again for the response part. Page 146, 146.
Yai Lai Lai Lai
Lai Lai Lai Lai Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. And now we turn to page 148, 148 for the Ma'ariv Aravim.
Yadadai, dai, 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 dai. Yadadai, dai, 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 dai. Yadai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, da, da, dai, dai. Yadadai, dai, 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 dai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim ma'ariv aravim.
Please join with me in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening.
Baruch atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
And now we turn to page 150, 150. Please join with me in the English. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now I'd like to invite up our students to lead us in the Shema again. If you're comfortable, I think our voices echo really well under that dome. So if that seems okay for the students, huddle up in the dome, face out. You don't have to face me because I know you know it. Face everybody else. Especially because you know the sign language for these songs, for the Shema. We would love to see you do the sign language if you feel comfortable.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please rise in body or spirit.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Thank you, everyone. That was amazing. Please find your seats. And now we turn to page 154, 154 for the Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru lasitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem emet. And so, we continue with our students leading us in song, but before we get to the next one, I want to give us a little bit of a spoiler alert, okay? Because we have next, don't get up just yet, but we have next Micha Mocha, and then there'll be a different prayer, and then we're going to bring you back up for V'shamru, and you get a chance to rest for a little while. There'll be, later on in the service, the 4th and 5th graders teaching us something, which I'm very excited about. And then after that, later, there's going to be a last chance for our students to help lead us in Lechi Lach, which is one of our themes for this week, Lechi Lach. So, everybody in the congregation, there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and all the students, don't get too comfortable where you're sitting because there's a lot of stuff you're responsible for helping us with, okay? Don't get too comfortable. So, now, speaking of not being comfortable, we get to Micha Mocha. Because our people were slaves. They were really uncomfortable. And then God redeemed us. We got to be free. So Mi Chamocha is our song of freedom, our song of redemption. And I would like to bring up our students to the dome to lead us in the Mi Chamocha, page 158, 158. Come on up under the dome. And you got to sing out. The dome's going to echo really well, but you got to sing out, okay?
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha, ukeyayam lifnei Moshe. Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la la la.
Ya la la, one more time.
Okay.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la ya la 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 la. Thank you all so much. That was great. That was so much good energy. Thank you. And so now we go to the Hashkivenu, page 160, 160. And the Hashkivenu is a great song, a great, great song we sing every Shabbat because it reminds us of Sukkot. Who remembers Sukkot? We were just out there the other day. The kids are raising their hands. Sukkot, our sukkah, which is outside on Shabbat, even though we're not going out into it, we ask God every Shabbat to help us build our own sukkah, our own Shabbat sukkah, our sukkah of peace, our Sukkot Shlomecha. So this song, again, this Shabbat, we are asking God to help us build a Sukkot Shlomecha, which I feel like every Shabbat we really, really need. So, the Hashkivenu, page 160. Nu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. And so now we turn to another Shabbat favorite, another song that we get to sing every Shabbat. We turn to page 162, 162 for Vishamru. And this is another one of my favorites where we get to invite all of our students up to help lead us in Vishamru. So please, students, and Madrachim if you want to, come up and help us lead the Vishamru, page 162, 162. Come on, everybody, come on up. You can come on up. You can come up so your parents can see you up here for Vishamru. Come on up to the bima. I love that idea. Come on up to the bima. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. You all are amazing. Thank you so much again for coming up and helping us to lead the Vishamru. Thank you. And so now, before the students sit down, before you sit down, I'm going to invite everyone to rise in body or spirit for our tefillah portion of our service, our Amidah, starts on page 164, 164. You may be seated. We now turn to page 178, 178 for Shalom Rav. And this is a song that we are asking God to grant us peace. And so every Shabbat we ask for peace. Every Shabbat we need peace. And especially this Shabbat, I want us to put all our hearts and souls into this Shalom Rav because we definitely need peace this Shabbat, okay? 178, 178, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leola Olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Leolam. And now, our thoughts turn to those who are in need of healing. We're thinking of those who are in need of healing, whether it is mind or of body or of spirit. We're thinking of Jim DeArmond, Rebecca Kaufman, Pearl Levin, Ron Rappaport, Carol Friedman, Carol Wallace, David Cohen, Carol Solomon, June Van, Rabbi Michael Matchison, Dennis Montagna, Sherry Chait, Jerry Chait, Larry Michaelov, Antoinette Worrell, Dennis Greiner, Robert Dawkins, Mary Louise Boyer, Stuart Rosenthal, Cheryl Young, Melissa Mackenzie, Maisie and Zev Gould, Chaim and Yehoshua V'Sardina, Yehudit Bat Naomi V'Raphael, Fran Marcus, Dania Motz, Howard Silvers, Rose Iglico, Arthur Iglico, Eli Shlomo Ben Lynn Cynthia, Helen Siegel, David Shaknovsky, Helene Ben Bassett, Shoshana Techila Bad Rachel Yocheved, Carol Kalnitsky, Paige Hedrick, Vicki Wolfson, and Hattie Kaufman. And we're thinking also of all those around the world who need healing, whether it is healing of mind or of body or of spirit. If there is anyone here who has a name that they would like to share with the congregation of someone who needs healing, I invite you to do so as my eye and hand meet you. We hold all of their names with us in body and spirit as this congregation. We hold all of them for healing. I invite you to turn to page 371, 371, and to rise in body or spirit for the Misha Berach. You may be seated. And now we take a few moments for silent meditation for the prayers of our own heart. Shalom bimromam, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. And now it is my honor and pleasure to invite up our 4th and 5th graders to teach us about this week's Torah portion. They are going to teach us a little bit about Lech Lecha. Lech Lecha is the portion, Lech Lach is the song. We're going to hear both tonight. Teach us about Lech Lecha, the Torah portion, and some more from Genesis, and it is going to be amazing. So please, everyone from the 4th and 5th grade who you've been working on this, come up and teach us. I'm looking forward to it. You all come up here, and all right, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to turn on the mic and let you pass it back and forth, so whoever is speaking, and only whoever is speaking, will hold the mic. So you're going to pass it down the line and back again, okay? All right, the mic is live. The 4th and 5th graders are coming up. And here we go.
Okay. Abraham's story is in the book of Genesis in the Torah. Wait, that's 2. Verse 2. Verse 2. I already read that. Abram was the first of the Hebrew patriarchs. I think. Patriots. 3. There's 3 and 3 right there. Abraham grew up in the city of Haran in the land of Mesopotamia. His original name was Abram. When Abram was a young boy, his father Terah asked him to take care of his shop. Abram saw many idols that his father has made.
Abram saw the idols around him, picked up an axe, and smashed the idols. This may be the reason God chose Abraham to lead the people. As Abram grew older, he lived with his wife Sarai, who would later be called Sarah. He also lived with his nephew Lot. One day God said to Abram, "Leave your country and your homeland, go to the land that I will show you." God said in the new land, Abram would become the founder of a new nation. Abram, Sarai, and Lot settled in Hebron in Canaan.
Abraham and Lot divided the land and raised many animals. Lot settled near the city of Sodom. Sarai will be the mother of nations. I will bless her, and she will have a son. Her new name will be Sarah. When Abram was 99 years old, God said, "Your name will no longer be Abram. It will be Abraham, the father of nations." God said Sarah will have a son. I will keep my covenant with Abraham and all of his descendants forever. Abram and Lot divided the land.
Abram and Sarah both laughed. Abraham said, "How can I have a son? I am 100 years old, and Sarah is 90." A year passed, and Sarah and Abraham had a son. They named him Isaac, which means laughter. One day, God tested Abraham. He said to Abraham, "Take his beloved son Isaac to the land of Moriah, to the mountain, and offer him as a sacrifice." Abraham believed in God and said he would do it. Just as he was about to sacrifice his son, an angel called to him and said, "Do not hurt the boy." He ended up sacrificing a ram.
God told Abraham he never wanted the boy harmed. It was only a test of your faithfulness. The blowing of the shofar at Rosh Hashanah is made from the horn of a ram. It reminds us of Al-Qidah, the binding of Isaac when God provided Abraham with a ram to sacrifice instead of his son. The story of Abraham reminds us we get tested by God all the time, and we should always strive to do the right thing.
Thank you, everybody, so much for such an amazing job. Thank you, everybody, really. Thank you. I said they were going to help me lead services. Wasn't that amazing? They taught so much about Lech Lecha and about other parts of Genesis. It was fantastic, fantastic. And now I'm still going to give a little bit of a sermon. Sorry, guys. So still a little bit of rabbi talking here. But I just want to say again how amazing it's been to have the youth here for the family dinner and project, and again to stay here and help us lead the service and to teach us during the service. So thank you all very, very much. This has been great. And don't leave just yet, because you've got to come up for more stuff later on. So you can use the bathroom, but come on back, because we got more for you to do in this service. So the problem with keeping business cards in your pocket is they get stuck on everything else, and it's hard to find what you're looking for. So give me one sec. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, come on. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. There we go. Much, 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 much better. Much more enthusiasm. This is what I want to hear, especially when there's so many kids in the room. Oh, my gosh. All right. So many of you have noticed my Hanukkah tie, which, and again, I know it's not Hanukkah, but I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about friends and how we need our good friends all the time, but especially now. And so, to get the ball rolling, who here knows, you can raise your hands, Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of hands, but not necessarily all the kids' hands. This is the one that goes, "Put on your yarmulke, it's time to celebrate Hanukkah." Does that sound more familiar? You kids know it? Okay, there we go. All right, people know it. So, it's a great song. It's a great song. We're not going to sing the whole thing. I'll come back to it later. And then another time, maybe during the Hanukkah play, all the adults can get up and sing it. But that's not this kind of sermon. All right. All right. So it's all about us Jews being glad about who we are, being glad and being proud to get together and celebrate being Jewish. And we are glad. We're glad that you're here for the family service. We're glad that you stayed for this service tonight, and glad that you did the project that you did to help out our friends in Israel. For those that don't know, our youth made bracelets and cards to send to our sister city, Hadera, and just from seeing those cards and seeing those bracelets, they're going to brighten a lot of kids' days over there. So really, really good job, everybody. Hadera, just so you know, is between Tel Aviv and Haifa, a little bit north of the midpoint. So we made them friendship bracelets and cards because they're going through a tough time in their country right now. And because they are also Jews. The Hanukkah song is all about Jews. And it's all about Jews celebrating Hanukkah. And it's about celebrating Hanukkah here in the US, where it can be lonely sometimes and feel isolating because there aren't only Jews here, right? There are a lot of other people of other different religions. And especially, there are a lot of people celebrating Christmas. And now, what I want to say is our friends, a lot of our friends here celebrate Christmas. And it's okay for us to celebrate and hang out with them and enjoy celebrating Christmas too with them because we're friends, right? Friends celebrate friends' holidays together. One of my favorite songs, Christmas songs, is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas Now, which was written by Jews, all right? That's the one that goes, have yourself a merry little Christmas, let your heart be light. Okay, you know that one too. Anyway, good songs in this holiday season. So, the friends that we celebrate holidays with, whether they're Jewish or not, are good friends. They stand with us together when times are difficult. These are friends that stand with us when things are difficult with our friends and cousins and family in Israel. I've spoken with many adults, some of whom are here, who talk about how they're real friends, they're close friends. The friends who really care about them have reached out to ask them how they're doing and how their family and friends in Israel are doing. Real friends ask us how we're doing when we're going through a tough time. And so it's totally cool with me to hang out with our Christian friends and sing songs and eat Christmas cookies because, my God, they're good. And to enjoy Christmas songs. We're all in the U.S. together. We can be really good friends together. And it's also really important to enjoy Hanukkah songs and eat latkes and spin dreidels and all the good things that come along with Hanukkah, and invite our non-Jewish friends to do that with us too, because that's what friends do. And so things get really busy though, and I understand that things get really busy. And it's tough sometimes to figure out who our real friends really are, because we're so busy and it's hard to spend as much time as we'd like with all of our friends. So this Shabbat, I wish you all time to rest and relax and reflect and get the strength back that you need. A lot of resting, because I know you all are spending a lot of energy all week, so get a lot of rest. And get the energy you need to reach out and spend time with your friends and have fun and figure out for yourself, even if it takes a while, who your really, really good friends are. Who's asking you how you're doing when you're having a tough day, okay? Because those are the friends who are going to stand with us when times get tough, not just now when we're having a bad day, but for years and years and years to come. Those are the friends, the ones that ask. Those are the friends to hang on to. Those are the friends who are keepers. Those are the friends that we want to teach the Hanukkah song to. So, tell your friend Veronica, it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. I hope to get a harmonica and have a happy, 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 happy Hanukkah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And so now we turn to the Aleinu, which is on page 586, 586. I'm going to ask people to rise in body or spirit. And again, we're going to turn to 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית. לא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום ושבת אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. This is the time in our service where we remember our friends and our loved ones, our friends and our family that we have lost, our friends and loved ones and family that we loved, and we want to keep their memories in our hearts. We want to keep them close to us, even after they're not here anymore. And so, the congregation is thinking of those whom we have lost within the last year. Jay Aronoff, Marcel Retner-Mendelbaum, Clara Ostfeld, Lionel Gleichenhaus, Lawrence Merrill Saxon, Anna Lugsden, Rayla Montagna, Roberto Ruiz, Shelley Fishman, Michael Cherub, Zenobia Neustadt, Benjamin Fishman, Leonard Smolin, Marilyn Goodman, Uriel Bitzalbel Ben-Chinda, Erica Pearl, Anita Perlman, and those whom we've lost at this time in years past: Martin Berger, Abraham Block, Shirley Cohen, Paul Fleischman, Norma Friedman, Stanley Greenfield, Leonard Greenwald, Irene Levinson-Wilson, Bernie Moskowitz, Julieta Portundo, Aaron Ralph, Norman Richard, Matthew Romes, Adrienne Marco Rosenthal, Marilyn Seifert, Florence Stark, Bernice Agins Ullman. If there is anyone here who has a name that they would like to share with the congregation, I invite you to do so as my eyes and hand reach you. We hold all of their names together as a community. I invite us to turn to page 598, and to rise in body or spirit for the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chaye decho Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei kudusha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to all of us and comfort all who are bereaved. And let us say, amen. You may be seated. And so, in a moment, we'll invite all the students up again to lead us in Lechilach, though whoever feels comfortable. And if you want to start turning pages, you can. Lechilach is on page 645, 645. But a couple last things before we get there. One is, after Lechilach, we have one last thing, so don't run out the door. And the other thing is, for the last thing, the priestly benediction, it is traditional, no pressure, for a parent to put a hand on their kid during the priestly benediction. So if you want to, no pressure, and your kids aren't in the room and you want to go rustle them up, that's totally okay. You can. Again, no pressure. So here we go, page 645, 645, Lechilach. If any students want to come up and help us lead it, you're welcome to come up and help us lead it. Again, no pressure. Page 645, everybody, Lechilach.
Lechilach, to
The land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know.
Lechilach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing.
And you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. Lechilach, Lechilach.
And I shall make your name great.
Lech lecha, and all shall praise
your name. Lechilach,
to a land that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechilach.
and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechilach.
Thank you all so much for helping us to lead that. Thank you. Now go back to your people, because I'm sure they want you close by for this last one. I invite us to turn to page 603, 603, and to rise in body or spirit for the priestly benediction. 603.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yihuneka.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God's light shine upon you and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha.
Shalom. 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 Ken Yehi Ratzon. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll go out there in one sec to have the Kiddush. Should we do the Kiddush and Motzi up here just so they can start? I think so. Okay, we're going to do the Kiddush and Motzi up here, and you'll do the first sip of grape juice and food for us out there so that all the little feet can go and enjoy before we get there. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Early l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei avon and Shabbat Shalom, everyone.